What it do? What it do? We back, man. We back. More live talk. Y'all know how we get down. I know how we get down. Y'all know we got to talk about this boxing shit, man. Shit is getting real. Yesterday we had Devin Haney and Regis Prograis, first presser. Y'all know I've been talking about this fight for about a month now, so I'm real excited for this fight. I'm finna roll up the ganja. Y'all already know what time it is. We finna talk about these fights, man. You know what I'm saying? But my homie Juan was supposed to come live with me, the professional boxer, 2-0, 2 knockouts, supposed to come live with me. I don't know how I gonna get him live. Matter of fact, let's see how I invite him. Copy. Let's see on the phone. All right. Yeah, we back, man. I'm still trying to figure out how to use this shit completely, man. Like I'm still learning as I go with the StreamYard. Like I haven't aced StreamYard yet. Y'all know what I mean? But I'm definitely trying to get this thing going. Trying to figure out how I get my homie to come live with me, so we could really talk about this. You feel me? He like breaking down the fights. He an actual fighter, so I like getting his perspective on the shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to get a fighter's perspective on this stuff. You can't, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot to break down, though, man. It's a lot to break down. I want to get right into it, man. Like, I thought when Devin Haney and Regis Prograis, damn, Joe, fucking up. Oh shit. There we go. Should be good right there. When the Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis fight first got announced, I thought these fighters had a lot of respect for each other. You know what I'm saying? I definitely thought Regis and Devin Haney had mutual respect for each other. You know, I don't know. I just always felt like, you know, they had mutual respect for each other. Well, as we know, clearly they ain't got no respect for each other. Clearly, Regis Prograis thinks that Devin Haney's a fake. He's an imposter. He don't like nothing about him. And shit got real in the press conference yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, Regis Prograis went on live after the press conference. He was walking around Devin Haney area in San Francisco, California, dissing his city, basically saying this shit look fucked up. Like, what kind of city is this? Shit look worse than LA. And they was just going at it in the presser. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Joe. I really don't know how to work this shit. But what really got under Devin Haney's skin, which you could see, what got under Devin Haney's skin right away in the presser was when Regis told him that he came from the bottom and that, you know, niggas been going to private schools his whole life. You know what I'm saying? Niggas a private school kid. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who don't know what it means when another man calls you a private school kid, that basically means you was privileged your whole life. You know, you grew up good. You grew up in a good neighborhood. You sweet. And, you know, Devin Haney tries to portray like this rapper, like hood lifestyle, like he grew up in the trenches. So, you know, people like to call out his bullshit every chance they get. And Regis ain't the first. He ain't gonna be the last to call Devin Haney out on his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And Devin Haney hate admitting that he from you know what I'm saying, that he from the suburbs and shit. That shit really gets to his pride. You could tell. So if I was Regis, try to get under his skin as much as you can before the fight, because we all know that Devin Haney is the more skillful fighter. Obviously, you know, Regis got a lot of power, strong dude, and I don't think Devin Haney wants to go toe to toe with Regis in a straight war, because the power will be felt if he does that. But if he just stays calm, patient, and tries to outbox Regis, I think he can and will. That's actually my prediction in the fight, is that he gonna just outbox Regis and do his thing. That's gonna be all she wrote. Hold on, y'all. Fluky ass website. So I just think that, you know, Regis gotta Regis got to show me something. You know what I'm saying? Every time I've heard so much good things about Regis, and when I see his highlights, I see the good in Regis Prograis. But every time I watch him live, I've seen Regis fight twice. I saw him fight against Josh Taylor. Now I thought he fought decent in that fight, but they gave it to Taylor. And then I saw him fight some unknown Puerto Rican dude in his last fight, and I thought the Puerto Rican dude actually fought real well. I thought Regis won the fight, you know what I'm saying? But he struggled. He didn't look good doing it in his hometown. It was a homecoming fight for him. And I thought he looked sloppy. You know what I'm saying? I thought he looked straight sloppy, Regis. So in my opinion, Regis got a big chip on his shoulder, you know. And against Devin Haney, you know, I hope he actually tries to, you know, establish a jab and to set up them power punches, man. Because I think he could hurt Haney if he really is just focused and tries to, you know, work on this, man. But he got to try to cut off the ring and try to actually, he's got to be strategic with this, man. Because I'm telling y'all, if he's not strategic, Devin Haney will run circles around him, and it'll be a relatively easy win. I don't think he'll stop Regis or nothing. Like, I see a lot of people saying that Regis might get stopped. I don't see that. Haney hasn't gotten a stoppage in what, 8 years, 7 years. It's not happening. But Regis could get outboxed for 12 rounds for sure. Regis could definitely get outboxed for 12 rounds. But I just want to talk about how, like, I respect Devin Haney for like all the stuff that, you know, he's accomplished in boxing. I think he's a good fighter too. I think Devin Haney is a really good fighter. But I just think it was real funny yesterday when Regis Prograis exposed him. And then Regis Prograis' personal trainer exposed him too. Regis Prograis' personal trainer came home there and basically called him a private school kid and was telling Devin that his dad always with him. His dad talked for him. And then even in the press conference, you hear Devin go, "Dad, no, don't give Regis any credit. Don't lie to him." It's crazy. Like, Devin Haney's 25 years old, and he's still calling for his dad to not make statements that he doesn't like. You see what I'm saying? Like, I told y'all, Devin Haney's career is ran by his father. And you can see it by the way he's like, "Come on, Dad, like, don't do that." Like, and I love the respect that he has for his father, but same time, man, like, cut the corny shit out, man. You grown as hell, Devin. You know what I'm saying? Regis got kids, all that. He's not over here asking his dad for opinions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Regis out here on his own. Now, his security guard, his personal trainer was opening his mouth with his own opinion. You know what I'm saying? He got a real nigga on his team. That's not Regis' fault. You saw Regis was letting him do this. He was letting him say what he said. Regis wasn't even opening or interrupting him or nothing. So people wonder why Devin Haney don't got a lot of fans. I mean, y'all can answer y'all own questions, bro. The fact that he got his dad as his spokesman is not a good look for a boxer. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look for a superstar boxer in the game. Your dad should not be answering all your hardest questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's my thing with Devin Haney. I like him, great boxer, lacks power, but you gotta be your own representative, man. At 25 years old, you gotta be your own representative. Bill is clearly your representative, and I feel like that's hurt Devin Haney along the way, man. I want to get some actual opinions on the fight too. You know what I'm saying? Like, does Regis Prograis have any chance to beat Devin Haney? Like, yeah, he does. He has a lot of power. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he can really be patient and, you know, establish his footwork, establish his jab a little bit, try to get comfortable with the range, I think he can give Devin Haney problems. But I think if he comes in like his last fight, just trying to search for that knockout, trying to be mad, and just trying to knock Devin Haney's head out, he's going to just get outboxed for 12 rounds, and Haney's going to laugh at him. Like, it's going to be too easy for Devin. Devin's already been in the ring with people that can box better than Regis. I don't know from a power standpoint, but Lomachenko can box. You know what I'm saying? He already beat Lomachenko. He's been in the ring with some other guys. I've seen Devin Haney get outworked before. You know what I'm saying? Even in the Loma fight, it was very 50-50. I thought Loma could have won that fight. I gave it to Devin, but it was close. So, I mean, when you look at it from those perspectives, you got to ask yourself, what type of fight are we going to get here, though? Are we going to get a fight where Devin is running? I don't think so, because based on the last fight, against Loma. He was standing in the pocket. He was actually taking some punishment. But Regis can punch harder than Loma, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't confirm it, but I can believe that. He's the bigger man. Regis got a lot of knockouts on his resume. And Devin not trying to go on 50-50. You're not trying to go a 50-50 tick for tack with Regis, man. That's gonna be a bad job for him, man. But that being said, I think Devin Haney's gonna win this fight. I said it's gonna be a split decision. It's gonna be a close fight. It's gonna be an entertaining fight. I love the way that they're hyping it up, and it's a great way to close the year. You know what I mean? A great way to close the year. Man, y'all. When y'all do get on this live, I want to know y'all predictions on the fight between Regis and Haney. Who y'all like? I got Haney. You know what I'm saying? I definitely give Regis a puncher's chance though. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I almost cried yesterday when I read the news about Showtime boxing being done for life, man. Like, no more HBO boxing, no more of the great theme songs from HBO and Showtime. Like, I grew up as a kid watching boxing and watching Showtime and watching HBO. That's what I watched. Those are the networks I'm used to. Jim Lampley, HBO, Larry Merchant and them, and then Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm used to that. That's what I'm used to. And now we've gotten into the era of boxing where everything is social media based, everything is app based, and like networks like HBO and Showtime are slowly, gradually getting old, and like people aren't really paying for those premium networks, so they're falling off the map. So I guess it's just a new time for boxing, and as we get older, we got to adjust. Me being the older head that I am, being 28 years old, you know, it's gonna take me some time to adjust to Showtime and HBO being gone from boxing forever. It's definitely gonna take me some time. Amazon Prime, I guess that's the next option that that Showtime would go with potentially. That's one of their options. I don't like it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's better than no option, you know what I'm saying? But if it was my choice, Amazon Prime would not be my first option, man. It's a sad day. No more HBO, no more Showtime, y'all. Our childhood boxing is literally gone. Like, no more HBO and no more Showtime. I can't even fathom the words of how sad it's gonna be to not see them networks broadcasting boxing anymore, and that boxing is gonna be mostly app based, DAZN, Amazon Prime. Like, who has Amazon Prime? That's like an app based app. You know what I'm saying? Then you got ESPN Plus. Top Rank is the only network that's like holding it down. That's like not app based. Is Top Rank in their network. Thank the Lord they got a contract with ESPN, so they're gonna be with ESPN for a while. But man, y'all, I'm so used to just Saturday night clicking on Showtime and just seeing a fight on Saturday. Like, now I gotta click on my phone, no Showtime. I gotta go to the app and go on Amazon Prime or whatever they gonna come up with. It's just, man, it's gonna be an adjustment. It's gonna be an adjustment that it's gonna take me some time to get used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be used to that right away. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know, y'all let me know what y'all think about Showtime moving its network. I mean, PBC moving its network and Showtime being done with boxing for good. You know, it was already hard enough with HBO. I loved HBO, and now no Showtime. Man, this is rough for boxing. It's a rough month, but with all these fights coming up before the end of the year, I think boxing is in great hands. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the Devin Haney Regis Prograis press conference yesterday, you see how heated it was. You see these guys don't got no respect for each other, so they're gonna lay it down in the ring. I don't think it's gonna be no. I think Regis is gonna try to take his head off, but if Haney can outbox him for 12 rounds, he will. That's gonna be his strategy, and I think he will. You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling for Regis. I'm really pulling for Regis. I just don't know if he has the boxing tools in his arsenal to beat a Devin Haney. Now, if he can hurt him once or twice, maybe he can change the dynamic in the fight in the middle rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Based on what I saw in Regis's last performance, I'm not confident in picking him to win against Devin Haney. I'm just not. I can't. You know, Devin Haney's a good fighter, a real good fighter. Easy to hit, but you have to have good footwork to hit Devin Haney. Loma's an excellent boxer. So when you saw Loma connecting on Devin Haney, it's because you saw a great fighter executing on his game plan. Regis couldn't even execute his game plan on a guy I've never heard of. Now, Granted, the guy I never heard of. He was decent, you know what I'm saying? But Regis really struggled. People don't want to talk about that. He really struggled in his last fight badly. Like, it was a bad performance. If he wasn't fighting Devin Haney in his next fight, I probably wouldn't even watch Regis's next fight. That's how disappointed I was in the fight, you know, if I'm being honest. But that being said, you know, it's gonna be a good fight, man. No love lost with these two, man. I don't think they respect each other at all. So it's gonna be a doozy between them two, man. Man, we got to talk about David Benavidez and Demetrius Andre, man. I'm really tired of people not giving Demetrius Andre no chance, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I picked David Benavidez to win the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a realistic person at the end of the day. David Benavidez walks around at 205 pounds, 210 pounds. He's 6'2.5". Let's be honest. The man started at, like, when he was like 13 years old, he was like 240 pounds. He ended up losing weight and growing into his size, right? Boo Boo Andre started at 154. Now he's grown into his size. You know, he's a grown man now. He's a big 168er now. But clearly, David Benavidez is the much bigger guy, and you know what I'm saying. So I wouldn't blame you as well as myself as for picking with him to win the fight. But I think that Demetrius Andre is gonna give David Benavidez problems, man. He's a lefty. He's awkward. From a stylistic standpoint, man, David Benavidez had trouble with Caleb Plant, a righty who's not that awkward. You know what I'm saying? Good boxer, but not that awkward. Just tries to, you know, move around and just box. I feel like Boo Boo has even better footwork than Caleb Plant. Y'all got to go watch Boo Boo. The only reason people are picking Benavidez to stop Boo Boo, there's only two reasons in this. The two reasons are because Demetrius Boo Boo Andre is 36 years old. That's number one. He's an old fighter. And number two, his lack of competition. People feel like his lack of competition will bite him in the ass and he'll get stopped by David Benavidez because David Benavidez has fought so much better competition. But remind me, before Caleb Plant, who did David Benavidez really fight? He fought David Lemieux. Now, I like David Lemieux, but David Lemieux's not what I would call a great boxer. He's a puncher, old. He had already lost 3-4 times. He wasn't the same David Lemieux, and he beat him in 2 rounds. It was too easy. That was an easy fight. That's not a proven stone to me. He beat Romero Alexis Angulo. Angulo's a tough guy, can take a punishment. That's the same guy that Edgar Berlanga beat when he bit his ear, struggled with him a little bit, but Benavidez beat the piss out of him. Tough guy, not a great boxer. Wasn't that impressed. So when we talk about resumes, if you erase the Caleb Plant fight, David Benavidez's resume and Demetrius Boo Boo Andre's resume are equal. They're dead equal. There's no difference. There's no difference. I mean, if you take away Caleb Plant, that's the only thing that gives Benavidez the better resume is the fact that he beat Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? He just did that last March, and it went to distance. He struggled. Now he's going against a lefty, awkward southpaw, 36-year-old Boo Boo who hasn't been in the ring with nobody at 36. So this is a fresh 36-year-old. We're not talking about an ordinary 36-year-old, got 3-4 losses, been in the ring, taking some beatings in his career. No, this is Demetrius Andre, 29-0, taking no beatings in his career. He's fresh. He's ready. He's hungry. This fight's good. This fight's going the distance. I'm betting on the fight to go the distance. I'm doubling down on it. Y'all can follow me on it. I trust Demetrius Boo Boo Andre to go the distance. I don't know if he'll win the fight. I don't even know if they would give him the decision if it was to go the distance. But it's going the distance. I trust Demetrius Andre that it'll go the distance. I believe in his footwork, his jab and boxing ability, and his underrated power will able him to survive against David Benavidez and do a lot better than people think. He might win more rounds than you think. And don't be surprised if he comes up with the upset of the year. I've been saying it. Like, he could come up with the upset of the year. Don't be surprised if he ruins a lot of boxing fans' dreams of seeing the Canelo Benavidez fight because he stops Benavidez in his tracks. I've been saying this I've been saying it for a long time now. This is going to be a fight. This is the most exciting fight of the year to me because I just don't know what I'm going to get in this fight. I really don't. I'm not just going to be a casual and pick David Benavidez to fight. Do y'all know Boo Boo Andre's background? He was an Olympian. Great amateur background. Like Demetrius Boo Boo Andre, honestly, to me, has a better boxing background overall than David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? But David is the Mexican monster. He's the naturally bigger guy. So, man, we in store for a doozy with that one, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. My thing though, man, like back to the Devin Haney and Regis Prograis thing. Like Devin got to stop letting his pops talk for him, man. The more he let his pops talk for him, the more I feel like he lose respect in the boxing world. Like people start to take him less serious as a man in the boxing world. You know what I'm saying? Like just not a huge fan of him letting his dad be his spokesman every single press conference he gets. And you noticed in his last fight against Lomachenko, let's see what he does this time in the weigh-in. Um, he pushed Lomachenko for no reason in his last fight. Let's see if he pushes Regis Prograis in the weigh-in. I'll be very curious. Let's see if he actually tries to like bully Regis, because he might outbox Regis, but he not stronger than Regis. And like I don't think he will bully Regis because he know better. Like it's certain things y'all gonna see. Like there's a certain level of like Haney got a certain level of respect for Regis that he not gonna do it. He not gonna try Regis like he tried Loma. You know, I feel like he respect Loma, but he knew he was bigger than Loma. He knew he was younger. He was honestly playing the bully role with Lomachenko, and that's another reason why I don't like Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? He a bully. You know what I'm saying? Like he pick on the weak. He pick on who he know he can pick on. But when shit get real, shit get rough, he hide in the corner. So you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of Devin Haney. But Devin Haney has a big cult of fans, y'all. Like I noticed Devin Haney probably got one of the biggest cult fan bases in boxing, man. Like he truly do. Like that boy straight got a cult. Um, you talk bad about Devin Haney. Here come 100 Devin Haney fans defending him, and as y'all should. You know what I'm saying? Good fighter. If y'all stuck with him his whole career, you know you got to stick with your mans. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Devin definitely got some breaks in his career. You know what I'm saying? And amen to him. You know, lucky for him, he got the breaks, he got the right opponents, and he's having a great career. But I feel like when he meets the right opponent one day later on in his career at 140, maybe a Teofimo Lopez, even though I think he'll match up good with Teofimo. He could lose a Teo. That's a 50-50 fight. I like to see him versus Ryan Garcia down the lines, maybe. Because Devin don't got the power for Ryan to really hurt Ryan Garcia. You know, that's the only reason Tank was able to beat Ryan. Ryan's a good boxer, y'all. Ryan versus Haney would be a good fight. I have Haney in that fight, but that'd be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's a lot of fights at 140 that could happen in the future. I don't know what will ever get them, but it'll be interesting to see. You know what I'm saying? Just want to come up here and chop it up with y'all. You know, I got time today before I go to work. It's 11:34. You know, figure I'll be on here till about 12 o'clock. I don't know who that guy on stage with Devin Haney was, but that nigga was funny as shit. So, yeah, so Devin Haney, man, bro. I really hope that he puts on an excellent performance. Like if he's gonna beat Regis, which I got him beating him, I hope he does it in an excellent fashion. I hope it's not like sloppy fashion. He's just running away, boring fight. I hope he's actually trying to bang with Regis, and he's actually trying to beat Regis, outshine Regis. Like that's gonna make me really respect Devin Haney if he goes in there and goes toe to toe with Regis. Then he'll be able to actually talk shit. If he beats Regis and actually beats him firmly, like he'll be able to talk shit after the fight. Like I ain't gonna lie, like Devin Haney will have that'll be a big win for him. And I'll say he'll be able to talk his smack if he beats Regis Prograis. You know, I'm not one to hate on Devin Haney for what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I think he's scared of Shakur Stevenson for sure. I think he'll lose to Shakur Stevenson as well. But no disrespect to Devin Haney, he's doing great things in the game of boxing. And you know, it's up to Regis to try to put a stop to the greatness that he's putting on. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like I said, he's caught some lucky breaks in his career. You know what I'm saying? Definitely caught some lucky breaks in his career. It's crazy to me that we got to talk about some of the clowns in MMA. Conor McGregor, man. Conor McGregor is the biggest clown in combat sports. How dare this man? This man had the audacity to go on social media and bash HBO boxing, bash Showtime boxing. He was basically laughing at Showtime and HBO boxing, saying that it's over with. Boxing sucks. Y'all need to start coming to UFC. But last time I checked, all the real money is in boxing. All the real money is in boxing, not UFC. So Conor McGregor sounds like a hater. You know what I'm saying? Conor McGregor got his biggest payday in fighting Floyd Mayweather in a boxing fight, not in an MMA fight. Conor McGregor's salty because he can't really throw a punch. And that's just what it is with Conor McGregor. You know what I'm saying? Dude's a racist. I don't really like Conor McGregor at all. Never been a fan of that clown. Get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? I also agree with Ryan Garcia and Terrence Crawford that Dazn needs to stop putting them YouTubers on TV, man. That shit is crazy. Like nobody wants to watch that shit no more, man. Nobody wants to watch that shit. My bad, y'all. I just got a call coming in. Shit should be crazy. But nobody wants to watch them YouTube fights no more, man. Dazn, please. Y'all already look bad enough as a network. Y'all already look like y'all not taking boxing seriously as a network, Dazn. Please, going forward, can y'all please do better to put better fights together, less YouTube fights. Stop putting it together. Eddie Hearn, stop doing that. No one wants to see that shit no more. It's ridiculous. It's getting terrible, man. You know what I'm saying? Enough of that. I heard Dylan Dennis made $1 million to put on a clown show against Logan Paul. That is ridiculous, man. The fact that that clown show of a fight of a pay-per-view had more views than actual great fights is ridiculous. We got to do better as a boxing fan base. We got to do better to market boxing and put it out there, man. Because boxing is too great of a sport for Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis to be getting more views than Canelo, Charlo, and Crawford and Errol Spence. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, Dylan Dennis and Logan Paul got more views than Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. That bothers me as a boxing fan. You know what I'm saying? That bothers me, and it should bother you as a boxing fan. If you're a boxing fan, you don't like hearing that Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis got more views. That makes you think that people don't take boxing seriously. They look at it like it's the WWE. So we got to do better as a fan base to really put boxing out there and start, respecting even all fighters on all levels. Because if you don't, then boxing will never get the recognition that it does, and fighters won't get the pays that they deserve. And like I said, boxers all deserve. To me, all boxers deserve 6 figures. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just getting in that ring, it's a big thing. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? You got the NBA, you got so many soft players calling out every day, but they getting 25 million a year, and then you got these boxers fighting for literally paycheck to paycheck, and they got to go fight again in a couple months. So let that sink in. Boxing is the real deal, man. Just want to chop it up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about the Regis Devin Haney fight in the press conference. That shit got real. Go Regis Prograis. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and go Demetrius Andre versus David Benavidez. I'm gonna holla at y'all a little later. Peace.